It's been a long week and I've rushed through this, getting this speech ready. Now everyone knows that I like a little game, a little competition. So I've decided I'm going to give our thanks in order today, ending with the most important people and starting with those who frankly barely deserve a mention. So first of all, I want to thank everyone for coming along. No, you did well. Working hard, making your way down those country roads and lifting your arms to quaff down that champagne. No, seriously, a lot of people have come from a long way to be here today. On my side, my sister Zoe and her husband Ross. Ross is gone. I've come from Australia.
I'm still coughing with champagne.
As have Richard and Kelly and their children. And most of my family have come from North London, which is quite a long way from here in the south. We just want you to know we all love you. We love you all rather so much. One thing they don't really say about weddings is it's just a unique opportunity to get everyone closest to you in the world in a room together at one time, and it's really, really special. So yeah, give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you very much for coming. Right, there's a few more people to thank. I was joking before, by the way. Everyone I thank from here, it's genuine thanks to people who really deserve it. And you deserve it too. So thanks first to our parents. Today's official event sponsors. So you're currently sitting here in Vicky's parents, Penny and Kev's farm. They obviously can't be here today, but I still wanted to give the personal message that I planned to give them anyway. Kev is an amazing person. Most of you will have heard of Coalfest. It's a public festival that's held every year in this same field that we're standing in now. And to be honest, Kev ends up doing most of the work for the festival.
Please.
Moving things into place with his machinery, giving helpful advice to make sure it's a success. And that is despite seeming to absolutely despise every single second of it. Literally on the day, we're all going around getting drunk. Kev's just standing in the corner going, what the fuck is going on in my phone right now? But year after year he does it, because that's how much he cares about Vicky and Sam. He's a great stepdad. He's a dad, really. And Kev has also been very kind to me. Now, this might surprise quite a few of you, but I wasn't always the skilled farmhand you see before you today. What? But Kev has taught me a lot. The difference between straw and hay. The difference between a bull and a cow. The difference between feed and something I just did to keep Vicky quiet. But Kev's been amazingly nice to me throughout, seriously. And this was intended for him, but Kev, I wanted you to know that I respect you from the bottom of my heart.
It's okay, he's giving it.
And Penny. Where do I start with Penny? I think it's fair to say that we had a special connection since the moment we met. And from my side, that's because she's one of the most special, generous, humorous, good-hearted people I've ever met. And her girls love her more than she could ever imagine, and we all do. So thank you, Penny. Thank you, Kev. I couldn't have hoped for better in-laws. They're not here, but let's raise a toast to them, please. We've got them a present as well. We're going to have to give that to you soon, I think. You can take it to them later. Who's doing the presents? There's lots of presents in my speech. Have you got the first one's for Penny and Kev. Flowers. Thank you so much. And thank you to the... You're not allowed to read this, by the way. Thank you to the other event sponsors too, my mum and stepdad Jonathan. I love these two people so much. No one has looked out for me like my mum always has. She's an incredible woman. Kind, intelligent, fiercely independent, and she's always had my back. And she's also always had a great relationship with Vicky. They were both journalists, and I imagine rather good ones, given their ability to fire questions at me constantly and hold me to account. But thank you both of you for being incredibly nice and supportive throughout, really. And a toast, please, as well. There's loads of toast on so you can just drink. Toast, please, to Gay and Jonathan, and some presents for them too.
Oh, they've lost your presents.
It's a good bottle of wine, that. Don't clap too much though, they've just made a massive list there. I want to say a huge thank you, perhaps the most important thank you, well actually apart from one, to a few more people. Anne-Marie, Tanya and Tim. For those, I haven't said about the presents yet, I have yeah, so for those who don't know, that's Vicky's aunt, Anne-Marie, her best friend Tanya, and her husband, Tim. They have been absolutely incredible. Look at this place. All the decorations, all the signs, all the food and wine. And not only does it look amazing, but they have also done it in the nicest way. Kind, resourceful, always in good spirits, and trying to work our often strange ideas into it how best they can. I said I like the idea of flags, and as you can all see, Tom's got in hand six of them. Incredible. But we're going to there's been so many others too. Ben, Becky and Steph have been particularly incredible as well, helping them with the whole setup. I'm really sorry, but they've got projects too. They've got presents too, haven't they?
Yeah, we've got various bottles of alcohol.
They've got a bottle of Bacardi Gold each.
Bacardi Gold. That's two Bacardi Gold. Becky.
No, not Becky. Becky's got Disaronno.
She will take it all.
Binks and Sam too.
Woo!
Sam is literally unbelievably close with Vicky for starters, and just a great person. And Binks, with this great guy too, but with the setup, it's been unbelievable. The stage, the lighting, everything. You've helped me a lot. That was about my practical skills. No, don't worry. And we've got you guys presents too. And Cheryl and Clive did the trailer, and actually in the last couple of weeks, so many other things as well. So big round of applause please for Cheryl and Clive. And Sam started with a list earlier, which kind of took away from mine, but I'm going to go through it again because we haven't been here this week, and we just turned up, and this whole place is just completely decked out in like the most amazing way I could ever have hoped. So, Gordon, Belinda, Rob, Bob, Jake, James, Amy, Pete, Steph, Kathy, Jodie, Helen, Danielle, Rick, Joe, Jess, Bailey, Frankie, Elle, Zoe and Ross in the end as well, Andy, Jodie, Beaton. I'm sure I've forgotten a few, and I'm really sorry if I have. But we're so appreciative of everything that everyone's done. We really are. So we haven't got you guys presents. That's a long list. But should we have a toast to everyone else who's helped? Because I want to drink. And I also wanted to thank the bridesmaids, groomsmen, and my best men. Me and Vicky always talk about how lucky we are to have the friends that we do, and they really are special characters, as you could tell today. You guys have been incredibly supportive today and this week, as you always have been throughout our lives. And finally, we have some presents too, except the groomsmen don't have any. I've got the ties that I bought them. I've run out of time to get anything else, and I just got like that.
That's me.
So much over, guys. So much time.
It's lovely. That's why it looks different. It's
It still looks really different though. It still looks really different. I wouldn't have guessed either way. I would not have guessed either way.
As I said at the beginning, I was saying my thank yous today in reverse order, according to who deserves it, ending with who deserves it most. So my final thank you today is to my wife, Vicky. Good name, isn't it? Great name. Doesn't she look incredible today, everyone? Don't look at this. There's some surprises for you in there. Now, where do I start? I first met Vicky amid the classy ambience of Ashford Leisure Centre. We were both covering the 2015 general election for rival local newspapers. A few months later, in fact, you heard the story earlier actually. A few months later, we both submitted entries for Kent Young Journalist of the Year, and most of you know the rest of the story. She won, I didn't make the shortlist, and it was absolute bullshit. I'm the third person to mention that. Except, who really had the last laugh? Because at that point we weren't dating. But inspired by a thirst for revenge, I've since carried out a protracted 4-year strategy to exact it. That has led us to this very moment in time, when I have the unique opportunity to add colour to what is supposed to be the most special day of her life by recalling the following stories. See, you thought that only the groom was supposed to get a grilling on his wedding day. Well, let's have a bit of equality, people. This is the 21st century. And I know it's the 21st century, largely thanks to Vicky. For never has anyone been so utterly inept in the roles traditionally carried out by women.
Oh, whiskey.
Take her cooking, which is absolutely horrendous. A few months into our relationship, Vicky hadn't done much of cooking. I think that was one attempt and then each offer after. Don't worry, babe, I'll do it. But eventually she was insistent. I want to cook for you. Fantastic. But actually I thought it'd be nice to have a night off. So we went to the supermarket and I had a light bulb moment. I said, tell you what, Vic, why don't we have a spread, continental style? I said, dips, bread, cheese, ham. And I'm thinking, this is perfect. What can go wrong? I had my feet up for a matter of seconds when calls came from the kitchen. Jamie, can you come and help? So, what's up? I can't get the packets open. As I said, horrendous in the kitchen. And there are other womanly things Vicky struggles with too. It's better than that. For those of you who don't know this absolute humdinger of a story, Vicky once turned up for a gynecology appointment. She once turned up for a gynecology appointment at the dentist. Genuinely booked herself in for a gynecology appointment and went to the dentist. Needless to say, when the poor dentist said open wide, it got quite a shock. Right, I think that's enough grilling. I think everyone's getting hot in here as well. Time for the softly stuff. I love Vicky from the moment I met her. Everyone in this room probably will have an idea why. She's very clever, which despite my claims of a fix might be the reason she was named Ken Young Journalist of the Year. She's so beautiful inside and out, and so insecure that she probably has no idea how much I love her, and the lengths I will go to stop anyone or anything from hurting her. She's so kind and crammed full of empathy. No one looks out for her friends and family like Vicky does. And no one looks out for me like Vicky does. I was always in two minds about going to work for an MP, and more recently trying to become a district councillor. Despite knowing it would take up so much of my time, despite knowing knowing I was running for the Tories when the only canvassing she'd ever done before had been for the Trade Union and Socialist Party. I think she's a bit wiser these days. She's been incredibly supportive and in fact pushed me to do it. She actually gave me the belief in myself to go ahead with any of this, and for that I'll be eternally grateful. Vicky, I don't just love you, I respect you deeply from the bottom of my heart. You have a special strength that we've all seen on display recently, and you are funny, sexy, kind to boot. You don't know how grateful I am now to be able to call you my wife.
Yeah.
She called me a melt. So a toast please to Vicky Rose. And that's it. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you. Oh, apparently what's going to happen now? What's going to happen now? Freya should,
Ice cream.
there's ice cream outside. Sun's outside. Let's get out of this sauna. Then there's going to be, I think Freya, a lovely girl with a great voice on a ukulele, is going to be from about 6:30 on the stage. Chester said a bit later. 6, hopefully. And then there's a live band, loads of music. So let's just get pissed.